welcome back everybody. This is Eric from Moss Pawn & Gun, and today we got a really cool little NFA item we're going to be talking about today, and we got the FN P90 submachine gun, also considered a small carbine. It is a bullpup. It's intended to be a PDW, fires a 5.7 by 28 millimeter cartridge. It's kind of like a little baby 5.56 is the best way to look at it. Small bottleneck cartridge. The gun feeds from a 50 round magazine. It is wouldn't really be considered a helical style magazine, but the way that the magazine operates is pretty neat. The way the rounds actually flip around on the follower as they feed into the mechanism. Standard magazine capacity on this gun is 50 rounds. Short barrel, bullpup. The way this gun is set up, this is the TAC 2 version. It's got the rail system. Early versions of the P90 didn't have a rail system, and they had just real basic sights. Of course, this particular version just has basic peep sights. P90's been in service since 1991, so it is a very modern and new style gun. You see a lot of these guns in video games and all those kind of places, but then you also see them in real world situations. Secret Service uses them. So you got U.S. Secret Service that uses these to protect the president, people like that, other high value people. In Europe, a lot of bodyguards use these to protect people. Because of their light, compact size, they can easily be hidden under a coat or a jacket, and if you need to deploy them, they're ready to go. The overall style of the gun, the way it's set up, is a little odd to some people if they're not used to it. The operating handle's ambidextrous. Of course, you can see the mechanism operate when you pull back on either side. The safety is ambidextrous. You have a control for safe, single shot, and full auto. Alright, so you got full auto, single shot, safe. Disassembly on this gun is actually very simple. Just push down right here. That pops out. Butt pad comes out. Trigger mag. That's it. The gun's basically stripped for cleaning right there, just in that short amount of time. It's a very simple gun, very easy to take care of, very effective gun. In Ronald Reagan's assassination attempt, you notice that one of his bodyguards attempted to deploy the stock on an Uzi. And he spent all this time and wasted all his time trying to deploy the stock on that gun to potentially protect the president, and he was in danger during that time. A gun like this, you don't have to worry about that because it's a bullpup. Everything's already ready to go. You just grab it and shoot it, and that's it. The nice thing about the 5.7 by 28 ammunition is that this particular ammunition was designed to reduce collateral damage in an urban environment. So this type of ammunition was designed to penetrate human targets and light body armor and things like that, but then if it hits drywall, it's supposed to fragment and lose a lot of its energy as it penetrates things like drywall. So they really did a lot of thinking with this cartridge, and it was intended to reduce collateral damage. The nice thing about the P90 also is that you have 50 round magazines as opposed to 30s in the MP5, but an MP5 will also over-penetrate with service ammunition. So if there's a hostage situation where you got to clear a building, or if you have to fire at assailants inside of a building where there may be people nearby you don't want to hurt, this round is a lot better because it's a lot more accurate, it's a lot faster, and you can really get a lot of rounds on target, whereby a 9mm out of an MP5 can penetrate several walls before it stops. So this gun does reduce collateral damage in that. It is smaller and lighter, and I do think strongly that this is a better personal defense weapon and tactical operations type weapon than the MP5. Although I do love the MP5, I think this gun is definitely the wave of the future. It is still a brand new gun in the giant scheme of things in terms of service life. It is still a newer gun. I mean, it was just developed in the 90s, but it's definitely awesome. So we're going to shoot some stuff with it for you and check it out and see how it does. All right, FN P90. One way to do it. right, so now what we're going to do with the FN-P90 is we're going to do a little bit of accuracy testing on semi-auto. Of course, we will do some accuracy testing on full auto as well. We're going to shoot at a average 16-inch round gong, fairly large gong at about 50 yards, just to see the inherent accuracy potential of the gun on single shot. We're running the same red dot optic. Let's try. So we can see that the accuracy potential is definitely not bad, considering this is a very short barrel. You know, for a PDW, the barrel's relatively short, but very nice setup. I'm going to shoot a couple of bursts on the plates, and we're going to transition to a few other plates to show you how controllable it is in terms of moving around onto different targets. And we'll also take a few shots at the 100-yard gong just to show you, that it is a very accurate setup even at longer distances. All right, we're going to shoot semi-auto at the plates with the P90. Just do a little bit of transitioning between targets. Yeah, I can see why this weapon system is the one that was chosen to protect our president, because it really is a wonderful setup. It's got a lot of magazine capacity, fires a wicked fast little round. I'm about to demonstrate how fast this round really is. Watch me shoot this gong. It's a little over 100 yards away. You'll see how quick the round gets there. Awesome weapon, there's no doubt.